The 1975's behavior on stage at the Good Vibes Festival has sparked a debate about freedom of speech and cultural sensitivity. On one hand, people say that the band was not trying to offend anyone, but was simply airing their views about the LGBTQ community and the laws here in Malaysia. On the other hand, others argue that the band was being culturally insensitive. They say that the band should have been aware of the local laws and customs. So who is right? Is it possible to be both free of speech and to be culturally sensitive? Well, the answer is not that simple. There are valid arguments on both sides of this issue. But it's important to remember that freedom of speech does not mean that you are free from consequences. When you express your views, you need to be aware of the potential impact that they may have. So what can we learn from this from a communication standpoint? First, it's important to be aware of the local laws and customs when you travel to a new country, especially when it comes to issues of freedom of speech and human rights. Respecting these cultural norms helps to foster mutual understanding and trust. Secondly, be respectful of the local culture. Avoid making any offensive or discriminatory remarks. Criticizing or demeaning a nation can create tensions and lead to consequences affecting multiple parties. Finally, embrace cultural awareness and educate yourself and your team. Be open-minded and willing to learn about new cultures. Engage in meaningful discussions with the locals to bridge gaps, to foster empathy, and to have a more positive and rewarding experience. In the case of 1975, their actions have had significant impact here in Malaysia. The band is now banned from performing in the country, but the biggest repercussion is that the organizers, the promoters, the sponsors, the vendors, the fans, and everyone that invested their time and effort into the festival are now suffering major losses. Effective communication is a skill that allows you to air your views with grace and poise. Speak up as often as possible, but when you do, always remember to be considerate of the impact of your words on others.